Hello, welcome to the new vlog. Let's start off with a very positive note. Today we have hit 4.3 million pages read altogether. That is incredible and also very much insane. I don't think that my feeble brain can handle this kind of number, but I feel like I'm crouching because I don't fit in the frame. Why am I mentioning the specific number though is that it means we have surpassed our owls in 2019 and we have read more. So I really love this like friendly competition with ourselves, because I feel like that is the best competition because it doesn't hurt anyone and like it's just bettering ourselves and reading more than previously, and I think it's so amazing. Also, this is such a massive number. I was planning on filming today, but I'm just not in that mode. But what I can do, I'm restocking the bookmarks. I don't know, I'm trying not to speak about them here a lot, but like it just happens because it's what I do and I vlog what I do. It's 5:30, so I'm done with my daytime job and I'm gonna go and pack some bookmarks, and while I do that I'm gonna listen to Spellslinger. I only have an hour and 58 minutes left. I've read the last 100 pages or so physically. I think I am enjoying physically a bit more, so it's a shame that I'm gonna listen to it, but like it's 27th of August and I need this done, and I haven't even started with the Wicked King and it's getting scary. I want to also be able to print my diploma, so you know we're gonna listen to that. When I write on the envelopes, I cannot do audiobooks because I'm writing and listening. That does not compute in my head, but I will be packing, and then I also want to do my nails, so hopefully we'll get that done tonight. But that is the plan and I'll let you know how it goes. Oh, also, I actually filmed this in the last vlog, but I lost the footage somehow. But anyway, I got a gift from AJ last week and it is such a special one. I was like addressed to Dill Queen, which is me, by the way. If you did not know, I really love dill, like the herb. I really love dill. Anyway, random fact if you didn't know. But I got this. I am a massive fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like, I adore it. I think the characters are done so well. The lore is like, you know. And this is their new book that they came out with, and it's The Rise of Kyoshi, which is the Avatar a couple times removed, like 2 times maybe, I can't remember, but that is her story and I'm so excited to read this. And beautiful underneath as well. Super excited. If you have read this, let me know what you thought, because I have no idea what to actually expect, because I've never really consumed this. I've read the comics and I obviously watched the shows, but I've never consumed it in like a book format. I better get a start on it.
After all, how did they know I hadn't just saved Rama from somebody else?
Finished it, you guys. I finished it yesterday. Oh my god, did I tell you already? I don't even know anymore, but I finished it. Woo! I did not enjoy it as much as I thought I would, so that's kind of sad, but it is done and now I can focus on other things. Well, first of all, I need to finish work because it's not actually like there's another hour left, but I filmed some videos during the lunch break, so that's nice. I finished it. I'm so sad that like I didn't enjoy it as much, because obviously there's gonna be a live show. Why do I never enjoy those books? So sad. But anyway, I thought I'll update you. I'll finish it. This is my like 3rd time trying to film this, because the first time like the battery died and then the card was full. Anyway, talk a little bit about my feelings for Spellslinger. Oh, just the other way around. Even though obviously there's gonna be a live stream where we're gonna all talk about it. I don't know, I haven't ran it through Copile yet. I'm gonna give it another day, I think, and I'm gonna do maybe tomorrow because I finished this yesterday. But I am expecting like either high 2 or low 3 stars. I just didn't connect. I did not connect. It was another book that really did not compel me to pick it back up, and I also thought this is gonna be all based around some type of tournament, which it isn't. Like at first I thought it was, and I think I came in with expectation of it being like a magical tournament thing where he's like tricking people, but it's not that. It's not that at all. It just turns into like inside drama type of thing within families and clans and whatnot. I didn't hate it by any means. I thought it was humorous in parts, but I just didn't really connect with any characters. Again, they could have really kind of perished and I probably wouldn't really care that much, which is never a good sign. It was mainly just me not being too excited about picking this up. It was not bad. I don't think the writing was bad. And the pacing was fast, but I think sometimes with me the pacing, if I'm not connected with the characters, I don't really care if the pacing is fast because I need the characters to carry through. What didn't help was one of the plot twists that is supposed to be like one of the bigger plot twists was very, very predictable. I've seen it like miles before it happened. And the end was very cringeworthy. I'm so sorry, like I really did want to like it, obviously. Why do I almost always dislike the books I have to do a live stream for? Like it is so awkward. It's so much easier to do a live stream and gush about the book than like the other way around. And I've started reading The Wicked King today actually. I'm just like trying to speed read through the first 80 pages because that is the amount of pages I've read the last time, but it was many months ago and I cannot remember shit. So I'm trying to sort of like catch up to that and then power through that, and then I have my Harry Potter book, but that should be fine. So that is what I have left. Hello?
Hey, but the cats are all running.
I know, they just have not stopped for many hours now.
Wow.
Usually they're like run for maybe 20 minutes and then calm down, but they've just been really weird today. Oh no.
Oh no, what?
Hey Lucy. Yeah. Are you grumpy because you didn't get exactly what you wanted and you feel entitled to it?
Me. Oh, we caught the boss.
Oh, you actually did.
In one pool.
Well done, you can sleep in the bed tonight.
In one pool. So.
What did you do with the rest of the raid then?
Well, it's Wednesday, so we're clearing all
My
the
dude.
other bosses.
Oh. Oh, so
we cleared the first 5 that we've killed before.
Mm-hmm.
And it took us like 10 attempts to kill the 5th boss, which we'd already killed last week.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had like 15 minutes left, so we went in to attack, to kill the boss, or to go for the boss that we've been wiping on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Because we had quite a lot of 2% wipes, and we go in
Are
and
you
we just kill it, and it's like no one dies, no one's in danger at any point. We just kind of smoothly go through it, and we're like, okay.
I bet next week it's not gonna be like that again.
It'll be funny if it goes back to that.
Yeah. Oh. I just got a super exciting delivery, even though I buzzed the guy in and they didn't knock on the door, they just left it by the door and went away. I was like, I just opened after, I was like, hello? I'm reading The Cruel Prince. This is just a dust jacket. I'm currently, because I caught up yesterday with stuff, and I'm currently on page 78, so also have Momo here with me. Hey Momo! So let's do that and then I'll do a little unboxing. So excited. How am I supposed to read? The Fab Fit Fun box. It's so big. So this was one of those like very much treat yourself thing, but a lot of you guys also said that you subscribe to that as well because of like such good value for money stuff. A luxurious self-care package, totally unnecessary, I'm aware, but it's something that I want to treat myself to. This is the fall one, quarterly one. I will link it down below. I think everybody who subscribes gets this like code where you get some money off and then they get store credit. So I'll leave that down below if you want to use it. I really love the design of it. It's just like a painter girl sat there painting hearts. Very excited. Some of the items you get to choose there, but some I don't know what they're gonna be. So yeah, very excited. And I know I had one not that long ago, but that was because I just subscribed and it was some sort of editor's box. I don't know, but this is a quarterly, so that's how it looks inside. So big. Okay, I'm gonna start with the item that I'm mostly excited. I know a lot of people had like the hair straightener thing as like their pick for this category, but well, first of all, I don't think I would have picked that one either way, but because I subscribed like close to when these were shipping and stuff, that one was not an option anymore. But I have my hair straightener, so I don't actually need one, but I picked a yoga mat, and I'm so excited because I do try to do yoga as much as I can with the migraines and everything. Yesterday I did a little yoga for migraines, which is done by Yoga with Adrian, and this one is from, this is how it looks like. Oh man, it smells so plasticky, obviously, but it'll wear off. I'm going to like make this out later to show you. But that's very exciting to me because obviously yoga mats are expensive. I really hope it's gonna air out. I thought this is like, wait, where's my spoiler card thing? Or so this is an Anthropology travel yoga mat, so obviously it's a bit more compact and stuff. And the 1C Amika Strand Perfect Ceramic Styler was the one that pretty much everyone else picked. But the yoga mat is valued for $50. Okay, next thing we have the Better Skin Co. Lava Magic something. What are you? 3-in-1 cleanser, scrub and mask. Doesn't really have a smell. It's like this peachy color inside. We love a good mask. And this thing is $32. Damn, everything's expensive. Okay, next up we have Aromatherapy Deep Relax Roller Ball Roll-On Perfume. Okay, Deep Relax Roller Ball. So zen out whenever you are with this relaxing blend of vetiver, chamomile and sandalwood. Oh my god. It's very herbal, but like relaxing. It's that kind of herbal that, you know, like it's not the most pleasant, it's definitely not perfumey, but it's that kind of almost unpleasant but not quite herbally smell where you're like, yeah, I'm taking care of myself today. You know, this is not just for fun, this is also for your health kind of smell. Do you know what I mean though? Skin Volve? I don't know. Skin Volve Body Boost Gel. Help boost your workouts by targeting problem areas while keeping you visibly smooth and toned. Sure. Before you work out, apply to trouble areas like the abs, glutes, thighs and arms in small circular motions. Bit confuzzled with that one. What does it do? I'll need to like further Google this because I don't understand what it does. Other than like firm it, but like what's inside of it then? A very good size though. Ooh, Aveda. I do like that brand, or Aveda, whatever you want to. Damage Remedy Daily Hair Repair. Ooh, instant visible repair. Protect from heat styling. Ooh, yes. Anything about heat styling, like I'm gonna take. So this is like a cream, but like a heat protective cream. Never used it in a cream form, I always just use sprays. So that is $30. Oh, sorry, I didn't say what the Skin Love thing was. 45. What is it though? I'm so confused. Okay, next up we have Complexion Perfecting Pad. Just a few swipes of the cleansing pad. Deep cleanse, exfoliates and firms your skin appearance while softening lines and wrinkles. Like a block of pads, I think. Maybe they're very thin though. Oh yeah, they are really thin actually. They're like super thin. There's gonna be a bunch of them here. Next up, ooh, Juice Cleanse. It looks like candy. Sugar cubes and juice cleanse. These delightful sugar cubes are a great way to exfoliate and nourish your skin in the shower, all while leaving a yummy scent. These are $16, which apparently here is more affordable, but like, oh my god, it smells like candy. It smells like candy. It looks like sugared candy. That is something you do not want to leave your kids nearby, because like, as a kid, maybe as an adult, I would try and eat that. Oh, it smells so beautiful. I legitimately, like, my mouth just watered. I think that's the last item actually. Is this Human Plus Kind skincare with a conscience. Ooh, like that. So it's like a moisturizer, like a cream thing. Please smell nice. Please smell nice. To be fair, it doesn't really have a strong smell at all. Very gentle, which some days I just really don't want any scents nearby, so that could be really good for that. And I think that's everything. Let me check in this. And then I see there's more like info about the products when you go on. Very cool. Again, really happy. I've been really loving the products from the last one as much as well, the ones that I've tried so far. I really love that these are all like full size and stuff. Like, these are massive tubes that will last me a very long time, and I think quarterly, like any more than quarterly, this box would be overkill. So I think they just have that really well measured, so I'm very happy with it. I don't know, what do you think? I don't mind that stick. That's Zeus's treasure from outside, but it's quite narrow. It's good for travel, I suppose, which is what it's made for. But yeah, it's very thin as well. But for a place like a carpet living room, might be fine. I'll see if it calls to me. It is quite nice. Just need to wait for the smell to go away. Hello, it is early morning the next early morning the next day. I have actually done quite well. I am right here in this book on page 186, so like 110 pages read yesterday, which is not too bad. So I'm hoping to finish this today, but I have like a busy day. I have to work for 7 hours like a normal adult. Then I also need to label. Thank god it's all packed, so just label and send out the orders. So obviously this is the second book, but the first book is about, well, twin sisters actually, and an older sister who are taken from their home to the fairyland, and this guy comes in, basically kills their father. This is first chapter, so it's not a spoiler, and then becomes their father. So it's like complicated. It's a bit like Stockholm syndrome, but he actually does love them, so it's like, it's a bit fuckery. But this fairyland is very cruel, and beauty is like really highly regarded there, and very much sort of grim. It's not very like fairy tale like, it's more like old fairy tale like. I don't know what kind of fairy tales your grandma was telling you, but it would match the ones that mine was telling me. Toads being massive and stuff, like whatever. Our main character, Jude, one of the twins, just gets herself in all sorts of trouble, and she really doesn't like to hold her tongue, so she gets in all sorts of trouble, and like mortals there are usually like a joke, and she's like not accepting of that. And she could survive just like having her head down, but she does not want to do that. She wants power, she wants to be influential, so she goes ahead and makes herself so, but bigger political things come in place. And there's also this, like, I think you'll know this, like very much like hate to love almost, but like constantly hate to love relationship between her and another character. So this is the second part, and like I will say for the first 100 pages it was the same, I think, with the Cruel Prince, but then I couldn't put it down and stuff. So like for the last 8 pages I was very like okay with reading it, you know, like I was intrigued. It was fast. I like the writing style. It is in first person, which it just does not help me. Like I don't really love first person, and I feel like recently I've been reading so much of that, and it possibly not helped with my like likingness of it. I'm very excited to continue reading this, but like I have a very busy day ahead of me, but I have to make time for this because like, well, I have today and tomorrow we also have like the live stream stuff and D&D, but I just realized I forgot to tell D&D people that I have a live stream for the Spellslinger. Well, I just got back from the post office. You know what I can do now? No, Zeus, no. Buddy, no. Hi. Oh. Ooh. I finished! Woo! Hi. What up, boy? What up? Cute. I finished that, so now only, oh my god, it's too warm. Only now the Wicked King thing is left, and hopefully I can finish it today, but if not, obviously hopefully by tomorrow, well, by the end of tomorrow. I have like 130 pages of this, so let us go ahead and do that. I really don't like leaving things the last day, so hopefully nothing comes up and I can read. Yeah? Yeah. I've done it. I have finally finished Wicked King. Well, not finally, it didn't like take that long to read it in general, but quarter, it's 3:30 at the moment, so it did take me a little while to read that, but I'm not the fastest of readers. So I really enjoyed it. I thought very much similarly to the first book in the series, which is The Cruel Prince. The first like 100 pages or so was like very so-so, and then the intrigue takes over, and I really thoroughly enjoyed myself until the very page of that after the first 100 pages. There were a couple of like fight scenes where I dozed off. Well, not dozed off, but like really just sort of like, you know, but that is just me with fight scenes. I'm not about the fight scenes, which is I think silly, but like it's just how my brain works. I don't really care about the fight scenes because there's so many descriptions of how people move and what they do, and I'm like, I don't really care. I just want to know how it ends. I really enjoy the romance in these. I really enjoy how like wicked and unreliable it is, and you just never know what's gonna happen, but you know it's probably nothing great. And the ending of that book is so very bittersweet. Not even bittersweet, just bitter. And I'm glad that I read this when the next one is in November, so it's not like too far. Obviously it's not very close, but it's not like too far. So I'm very glad that I chose this in the N.E.W.T.s, and this means I can finally do this. Ta-da! I am a curse breaker. Can't wait for graduation and getting my diploma. By the way, the diplomas will be available in the wrap-up video. I will link those where you can download them there. Yay! It was a close one. It was a close one. Hello, it is Sunday. Welcome to reflection time. I thought it would be nice to, in addition with the tarot cards, to add a little bit of a reflection time section, just to sum up the week, sum up the vlog. So in general, I am going through something very difficult for me with my health, something that for the first time I'm not really ready to talk about on the camera yet. It's very much a lot of unknowns, but every day is a little bit of a struggle, but I don't want to talk about that just yet. I will though at some point, hopefully. So I thought it would be really cool to have like a little section where I focus on what the positives were of the week and pass the question to you guys so you can tell me about your week, because I really want this to be very homey, you know, like we kind of hang out as much as we can through this together. And really I want to connect, you know, instead of just like showing you what's up. I want that interaction. Obviously the biggest thing about this week was that it was the last week of the N.E.W.T.s, and it's very bittersweet, but I feel very happy with how things went, especially considering it could have been way worse. But I am happy with how everything went, and I really hope that you guys had fun as well. I have managed to finish my career, which is the main point. I've actually read one extra comic, which I forgot about because the T-Dragon Society was not actually in my requirements. Oh, actually I need to check that. Yeah, I thought so. I I did a mark wrong in the diploma, so I need to fix that before I put it up, because I actually filmed 3 videos today, which is very productive for a Sunday. I filmed 2 unboxings, and I also filmed the graduation, the wrap-up of the news with the diplomas and everything, but I just noticed like one mistake in one grade in the course breaker diploma. I think I might have just misread it. But yeah, I did read one of the extra things which I forgot about until I filmed the video. So in total I read like 10 things, I think, which is amazing, especially for this year. What else amazing happened? I got a lot of exciting mail, and I still need to somehow make the way to my post office. There is a chance that Logan might be able to pick up on his way back from work if he's there in time before it closes. It's very difficult at the moment for me to get there, but I will, because I know there's things waiting there, and I'm very excited to see what it is. Just the support from you guys and the excitement over everything really pulled through. That was definitely the highlight of this week, as not much else really happened. Oh no, you know what, something did happen, but both me and Logan forgot about it, which is so bad. But we've just been so busy, and we talked about it before, so it's not like we were not aware that it's happening, but it just slipped our minds, which is ridiculous. But today is the 1st of September. Happy back to Hogwarts Day, by the way. Me and Logan, like, I woke up and I met my best friend in my 1st grade, 1st of September. We just like bumped into each other, and we're best friends ever since. We actually wanted to like go on a trip and stuff, but I was actually very nervous about that, because I know she really wanted to go on the trip and everything. But we talk really quite rarely actually now, so, but that's completely fine with us. Like, we talk really rarely, but it's like absolutely natural. We cannot speak for half a year and then still be completely fine when we call. But I was very nervous, because you know how with health issues it comes this horrible guilt about not being able to do something, and then people thinking that you're like constant letdown and that you're exaggerating, or especially when it's something that's not physically visible. It's very hard to not feel guilty, and I was so afraid that she would be very offended or saddened that I couldn't go anywhere, because I can't really travel now at the moment. But it all actually worked out, because she only realized she booked a trip with her boyfriend during that time, so all worked out fine. But yeah, anyway, the point is that it was our 20th anniversary technically, and we really wanted to celebrate and everything. But we celebrated with a lovely call and a little catch up. But I woke up and I was like, oh, I need to call my friend, because it's our 20th anniversary. And I said that when I woke up. And Logan was like, wait, wasn't our anniversary recently? And we just both like looked at each other and like started laughing, because it was on the 25th of August. It was anniversary of 7 years. And we bloody forgot it. But thankfully we both forgot, so it's fine. And we were speaking about it in July and stuff, so we knew, but so we're just gonna celebrate another time. We're gonna go for like a chill dinner or something, because I like number 7. It's very magical, obviously. It's also kind of a highlight because it's just hilarious. That was the week. I can't even remember. I feel like this week really flown by and also crawled by. You might have seen that I put up a story on Instagram asking for you to honestly tell me which content you usually consume, if you do consume on YouTube. Obviously if you're watching this, then you do. But I asked people if they watch mainly Harry Potter stuff, mainly bookish and like live stuff, like the vlogs and stuff, all of it, or mental health. The mental health was one, definitely not a driven factor, but I asked that because for a while now I've been feeling a little bit like, because of the split in my channel, it's not like, obviously we always tell people not to put themselves in the box, and I don't want to, and whatever I do I would never constrict myself from making a video that I really want to make, regardless of the topic. Obviously we always say to people, don't put yourself in a box, but the thing is with putting yourself in multiple boxes, ow, did you hear that? That was my neck. The thing with putting yourself in multiple boxes is that sometimes you might feel like you don't belong in either because of that. Because I do a lot of Harry Potter stuff, but I don't actually get the feeling that I really belong in the community of Harry Potter and the YouTube stuff. And it might just be me, like I do feel more connected with the book community, but even then sometimes I feel like some people kind of look at me and it's like, oh, is that unboxing Harry Potter girl? Where I want to be taken as a part, as a member of the society, you know, as a member of this community, equal parts member, not just like, oh, you know, that unboxing Harry Potter girl. And I really hate that that is probably what a lot of people think when they stumble across my channel, or if someone mentions book roast. I don't know, it's just how I've been feeling for a long while now actually, but it's just been something on my mind, and I was considering moving all of the Harry Potter into a separate channel, so everything Harry Potter would be there. The NEWTs obviously would stay here because it's mainly reading, but I was then thinking just remove Harry Potter into separate category, and then everything else, reading, life and mental health, would stay in here. I'm still thinking about that, but a lot of the people just said all of it in the survey thing. I just don't know what to do because I feel like I'm so split. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I make any sense. I don't know if I can put it into words of what I think. I've been watching, I've moved on onto the new season. I'm now actually up to season 8 of RuPaul's Drag Race, so I'm really like sailing through the seasons. I did skip the first 3, but yeah, I've been really just like going for it. It's perfect to put on when I'm like cleaning or doing anything, or if I just really need a distraction from everything. That is such a perfect thing to put on. Oh my god, I've been loving it so much. Other than that, not really much to report or recap, but I thought it would be lovely to just sit down and have like a little really chill chat, just like literally me on the sofa and hopefully you somewhere on the sofa as well, or something like that, you know, just a chill chat. And I would love to hear about your week. Please let me know, like, what was the highlight, what are any struggles, what is going on in your life. Read each other's answers so you can find one another and support one another, or congratulate one another. Please don't shy away from the positive things. It's not bragging, it's nothing like that. Positive, I feel like, and I am guilty of that as well, like sometimes I'll just focus on the negatives so much, especially if there are a lot of negatives going on, that like the positive things will just fly through without recognizing them. You know how it's similar with the way of when you get a lot of positive comments and then you get one really nasty one, and that somehow outweighs the positive thing. So I encourage you to let us know what was very positive in your life. Sorry, camera died. So if you're not into the tarot thing, perfectly understandable, and thank you so much for watching the vlog and hanging out with me. I really appreciate every single one of you, and thank you so much for joining me and being my friend, family, and my community. It means legitimately the world to me, and some days it just saves my life. To those of you finishing off here, goodbye, and I hope you have a lovely evening ahead of you. And to those staying, let's get into the tarot bit. But yeah, I have made myself some tea, and I really encourage you, if you have a chance, to pause this video and make yourself some tea if you can, obviously, like if you're not walking somewhere, because sometimes I move so fast because I'm just like a fast person, and like I do and do. I forget to drink tea because it just seems like a luxury time-wise, which is ridiculous. So if you're anything like me, I encourage you to just make yourself some tea and allow yourself to just sip it and calm down. Okay, so today I have decided to do 2 cards per pile. So one is gonna be, I'm gonna be using the same deck as the last time. I just think it just fits us this week. I don't know, don't ask me, I just go with my gut. I don't really have proper reasons for the choices, but I sat with the decks that I have and I was like, this one calls for me, so we're just gonna go with it. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Moonchild deck for the tarot card, and I also decided to use Oracle deck of the same maker, I think, Rebecca Campbell. I think it's the same person because it's very similar in style, but this is an Oracle deck. I will go through them just now, and I'm gonna remove some of the cards that are more like answering the question, and I'm just gonna leave the more generic ones with like a mantra rather than the thing. If you remember the video that I was talking about my decks, this is the one that I basically never reach for, never use, but it called to me today, and I thought that like including an Oracle deck, especially in this kind of, I don't want to say reading, but you know what I mean, in this kind of thing, would be really cool. And today I was going for more of a very soft space clarity thing, so blue purple pastel thing. Maybe a little bit like my nails. Have I shown you them properly? I don't remember. But I made these. Like a chrome galaxy. I don't know. Okay, so as always, I would now encourage you to take a long deep breath. And just ground yourself, open your mind a little bit, be ready for any type of thoughts that are coming in and address them. Don't shoo them away, feel the emotions. I am guilty of pushing things away and not working through it and busying myself with other tasks. Whatever is coming into your mind, even if it's something that's a bit painful, live through it, and let's see if this is helpful. Okay, so similarly to last time, this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. A lot of you guys chose pile number 1, and I think it might have been because of the light. It makes it more golden. So don't rush, just see which pile calls to you, if any. If not, just pick a random, maybe your gut knows best. And let's see what's in the cards for us for the next week. I'm gonna go ahead and pick one as well and let you guys know at the end. Let us start with the first one. So for the actual card, ooh, we have the Emperor. I'll push it there so you can see better, which is the main arcana card. Kinda calls for a bit more structure in your life. So maybe you've been feeling a little bit flaily and unsteady on your feet. So this really is a balance card that comes with a lot of strength, actually. The strength that's already in you, the strength that comes from your mind rather than emotions. This really calls for some intellectual evaluation of things that are possibly making you unsteady. How can you bring more structure in your life? What is that makes you feel a bit unsteady? Maybe it's a person, maybe it's your job. Is there anything you can do to change that? And while that might sound quite drastic, this is actually quite a gentle card because it brings this very steady, slow, masculine energy that can be very grounding, but in a gentle way. It doesn't just smack you in the face, you know? It comes slowly and is learned, but you already have the foundation in your mind. It can really bring some harmony and peace to where there is a conflict and separation. It does ask for true leadership of yourself, so embrace it. If you feel sometimes that if you feel the next week at some point that you really just want to say no to something, or you want to really take control over something, I think this would be a good time to do it. And as for the second card, we got transformation. It says things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing, which I think goes really hand in hand with the Emperor, which is kind of fun. I did not peek at the cards, by the way. Did not set them up or anything. Let me check if there's anything else said about this card. As I said, I don't really use this deck very often, so we'll definitely be looking at the little leaflety bit. Oh, interesting. Okay, so basically this card is all about obviously transformation, but it's more to highlight how you are constantly learning and constantly changing, and you're not the same as you were the last year. And this actually kind of suggests that there is some things that might arise from your childhood, like patterns that might need to be healed. It says, as you allow yourself to observe them and feel them without attachment, they loosen the grip and fall away. You're being called to find new ways to self-soothe, which I think is a really beautiful card, actually, because we are constantly evolving and we are constantly changing, and it's always good to reflect and see if there's anything from your past that is kind of holding you back from being your best self and living your best life. This is not to say that your current state is something to be fixed, not at all. Your life is so busy and you're constantly changing, and this is the time to be alive, you know? It also suggests that there might be some body confidence issues, and you might need to work a little bit with your body and move towards loving your body, or maybe change some things due to health. It's a card of transformation, but it's also a card, especially with the Emperor, I think, combined together, is also a card of being grounded and being yourself and living your life. So overall, pretty good combo, I'll say. Moving on to the deck number 2. So this card is Six of Cups. So this is kind of funny after the whole first pile there, because this is quite the opposite of that transformation card. Well, not the opposite, but while the transformation and the first pile in general was asking you to maybe ground yourself and work through any childhood trauma, this one is more of celebrating your past. This is a very sentimental card. This is all about pondering upon good nostalgic times, and maybe this is a perfect time to actually meet up with a friend or a family member and pull out that really old album and just giggle away the night and letting your inner child come out to play, because this is all about remembering you and your younger self and celebrating how much you've changed, but most of all letting some of your previous habits and previous wishes come through to your daily life now. While this does also invite you to rethink anything that might be coming from your past that is stopping yourself from living your best life, but it's also a very positive card in a sense that it shows very happy prospects. And happy, I mean like that, and by happy I mean that deep happiness that comes with just pure relaxation. You're not necessarily gonna have a period of, you know, massive celebrations, but more so just being able to finally relax, especially if you've been really stressed out for a couple of months now. This would be a perfect time to just relax your shoulders, roll them back a couple of times, and just breathe out all the tension. This is a perfect time to maybe not think about things as black and white as much. Look at the past and maybe focus on the good times that you had and channel that energy into today and relax, see how much happiness you've had and just celebrate it. I like this card. It basically asks you how can you celebrate your incredible life. Think about what you learned, but also just let yourself live through that awesome nostalgia. You know what, maybe watch Harry Potter. Like, honestly, this is a card that calls you to rewatch Harry Potter, so if you pick this pile, it's pretty good. Well, let's see what the second one is. Protection. Okay, so this card apparently is all about protecting your energy. Like, my take on this is that you must protect your energy. Again, is there someone in your life that's maybe draining a bit more energy than you can give to another person, and are you currently prioritizing somebody else's well-being over yourself? Obviously, I don't mean your kids or anything like that. There's always a line to be drawn, and everyone around you will benefit in the long run better if you look after yourself first. This is also a card that would ask you to shut down energetically each night. So instead of just rushing through the night and just flopping on the bed afterwards being very tired, maybe try to put actual effort into being very strict about having a whole hour or two before bed just to yourself, just to do relaxing things, maybe whatever that might be for you. Again, a cup of tea, a chat with a friend, a book, alone time, a bath, anything like that that can relax you. Then by the time that the night actually comes and the sleep comes, that you are properly energetically shut down. So overall, it seems like it's calling you to celebrate your past and let your inner child go and really focus on spending your energy wisely in the way that you are not left drained for the next day. Okay, and to the last pile over here, let's see what the cards are. Ooh, okay, Two of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, so this card, a duality of your achievement and your goals and the balance between the two. So it's a card of momentum and change, and it often highlights those moments in life that require a bit of juggling. This in particular speaks about a lot of tasks and responsibilities and obligations that might be pulling you into a million different directions. When we find ourselves in that kind of situation, whether it's work, home life, your social life, or all put together, this asks us to consider how we can find a happy balance between these active forces. So as much as it is talking about the million tasks that we all have going on, it also asks acknowledge how much success you've already had and maybe it's even against all of the odds and you've still done so much. But it also points to the future goals that might be arising, or something that has been in your mind for so very long but you have not made a move on. We had something similar in the last one, I think. So this might be a good time to mark a transition of create an invention into pure manifestation and actually get a start on, or even just writing it down and solidifying what you want to do next. As I said, it is very important to be proud of your success, but also not forget to acknowledge all the other important, meaningful aspects of your life that also nourish your soul and your whole being, like your relationships, or maybe reading time, maybe something that doesn't necessarily translate to society as success or anything additional, you know, but something that is nevertheless equally as important to your well-being, and something that is important for you to experience in order to then be creatively progressive. Okay, and this one, let's see, the initiation. This could be seen as quite a dark card. The dark part of it is something that is already happening. It's basically a card that says, come out stronger from all of the hardship that we are going through, and that you cannot evolve into something more beautiful and smarter and more capable without being broken first. So while that might sound really crappy, what it really is saying, that if you are suffering with something, or if you are going through an extreme heartbreak or emotional turmoil or loss, grief or devastation, or anything that is really affecting your daily life at the moment, that when that part of your life is over, you will find the positive outcome from it. So whatever you're going through, it will make you stronger, it will make you appreciate the good parts more, or you will be able to appreciate it more because of what you've gone through. It's not a negative or a positive card in my eyes, it's more of a hopeful card, you know, a reminder that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, as cheesy as that is, and I hate saying it, but it is true. So this is an interesting dynamic of the Two of Pentacles and the Initiation card together. Funny, because that's the one I chose, but I do really find it fitting, especially this one. But and that one, to be fair. Again, let me know which pile you chose and if it was useful for you in any way at all. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I hope it's not too much or too weird. I enjoy doing these. I think it's really cool to bond over this with you guys as well. I don't know, I think to share something like that, we all have to be a bit more vulnerable with each other, which I think does a lot of good to people. Let me know if you enjoy this, and with that I will definitely just leave it there and go ahead and maybe start editing this. I mean, it is getting quite late. But thank you so much again for hanging out with me. I love you so very much, and stay awesome, stay kind, and I'll see you very soon. Bye guys.